Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. Welcome to 2020 Tea With Me Tuesday. A wonderful cup of tea. I hope you grabbed a beverage, and I don't know what we're going to be talking about today. I just thought I would bring you up to date. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good start to your new year. For me, it's been up and down and up and down. So I've got these new glasses. These are reading glasses only, so I can't really see. I'm looking, at my camera. I can't really see myself, sort of see myself, but they're only for reading. My glasses, regular glasses, should be ready today or tomorrow, or Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. And they're for driving. And for everything else, I guess. So I hope they turn out as nice as they weren't really what I liked, but and the same with these. I thought I had gotten the gold ones and I got these ones, and they're a little bit snug, so I'm going to have to go back and get them to fix it. But oh my God, I can read without squinting, without doing whatever. So I showed you in another video that I had started this book where I could put in things that I want to do, things I want to talk about, preparing for the new year. I think I had 12 of them on here. Making videos, what I was going to do this year, what I'm hoping to do this year. And we've had such an up and down week or so that I'm pretty much frustrated, overwhelmed, totally unmotivated, all of those things. I usually get this way around the end of February, when we're getting into, it's been a long winter, a couple of months, and you get you kind of lose your mojo or something or whatever. Like Lisa from Lisa's Halls was saying that before Christmas she couldn't get into that frame of mind, and I was in a great Christmas spirit. The whole act of kindness, random act of kindness thing, I loved it. I enjoyed it. Knowing that people didn't know who was doing the little gift giving and things like that. Ugh, I got an itchy nose. Sorry. And then, we had a great Christmas. We had a good time with my family, and of course, New Year's is nothing to me. New Year's is just another day that everybody else celebrates that I don't. I'm usually up past midnight any day, any time, so it really didn't make a big deal to me. And it really wasn't, I'm not really a person to make resolutions. I don't do that kind of stuff. But I did make plans. I think I said in my last video, and sorry, I don't remember. So much has happened in the last little while, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I have my to-do list, the clean up my craft room, the putting away Christmas decor, the organizing my craft supplies, planning my videos for 2020. And this past week, I just have not felt like making videos at all. And I was thinking maybe that means I need to take a break, like a month off or something, because I haven't, I've taken a week off, but I really haven't taken a long time off doing videos. And I was scrambling because I wanted to do, I had so many ambitious plans to start turning things that we made for Christmas and repurposing them into sort of a winter fest or a winter wonderland, to decorate the home, because after you take away all the Christmas decorations, there's no winter scene, there's no Christmas scene, there's no spring, there's no Easter, there's no summer. It's kind of like a blank canvas that you're starting with. What I did with one of my plans, I have this sitting on a a round mirror there. And what I did was I took one of my glass, put some Epsom salts in the bottom to make it look like Christmas, to make it look like snow. I put in two little bears and a Christmas tree, and then I just took a bowl that I had, put again some Epsom salts, and then just took these, these tea lights that you can turn on and off, and kind of tried to make it sort of a winter scene. Oh my goodness. A winter scene to kind of have across here, and I wanted to have a lot of, because I've got different sizes of those glass, hurricane kind of thing, whatever. And then I took one of these large, I had one left. I used these to make wax candles. And so I decided to, do sort of the same thing here, only I had these large red candles to put in and kind of clean up this mess. And I've done a few Valentine's things to kind of plan ahead. And then I lost my motivation. I lost my energy. So I'll tell you what happened. We went out last Sunday, and so this was before New Year's. Was it? No, it was Monday. It was Monday before New Year's. So we went out, and it had snowed, and I said to Mom, I'll leave you off in the front, and then you can, meet me at the elevator, and I'll go park the car. And she said, no, I want to go with you. And I said, well, Mom, there's a little bit of snow and stuff. And she said, no, I'll be fine. And Mom is usually fine. Well, there was a lot of snow beside my car, so she came around the back of my car to see if I needed any help. I only had 2 packages in the trunk. She always comes to the back of the car to see what I've got in the trunk. And she was following me, and I went to turn around to make sure that, she wasn't walking in the thicker snow. And it was very soft and easy, but the snow had covered the sidewalk. So just in front of the doors, the sidewalks go flat so that wheelchairs can go in. We can bring things in. It's about the width of a car width, because it's a car parking spot can actually fit there. So it's that wide. And my car is the very first one where the sidewalk goes up. And I thought Mom was behind me this way, because that's where she started to come behind me this way. And I was going ahead to open the door for her. Didn't she, instead of lifting her foot, she kicked the sidewalk and fell. And she fell on her glasses and bruised and cut a little bit above her eye and a little bit on her lip. But it wasn't a severe fall. I don't know how to explain it. It was a shock to her, and she was quite upset. But she didn't break her glasses. And I was like a nervous wreck, because again, I didn't turn it. And every day I have been going, Mom, watch your step, and she's been fine. But I've just been watching her to make sure. And so I told her just a minute, but she kept coming, and I guess she didn't hear me, and then she fell. She didn't break anything. Everything was fine. I took her upstairs. It bled a little bit, but it was fine. Her glasses were broken. She had a little scrape on her lip. And I brought her upstairs and I checked her all over and got her to move everything. And I said, well, wait and see how she was. She was fine. She said, I'm fine. I'm fine. It was just, So that was Monday. And then Tuesday we stayed home. Or I think we went out, but this time I made sure she came in the front door. Now I insist. A little bit of snow. I don't care if there's a lot of snow. I don't care what it is. She's going to be going in, and I'm going to get out of the car and help her into the front doors. The front doors, all of it is very flat. So, the chances of her falling or tripping on the sidewalk is very low, non-existent, because it's all flat. Oh, so New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve? Or New Year's Day? I'm sorry, I forgot. New Year's Day. New Year's Day. We went out. I've forgotten what we were doing. We went out to do a few things. I forget what it was. I think I had to go buy cigarettes, get gas, something like that. We went to my daughter's. Where else did we go? Oh, I'm trying to think. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. We were great. It was great. No, it was New Year's Eve. We went out. We came home. Everything was fine. I made her come in the front door. Everything's fine. So on New Year's Day, we decided to just take the tree down and take the Christmas decorations down. And I was in my room doing something, and Mom was in here, and we have a long-haired cat and my tabby. And the long-haired cat had this blanket on this bed that was full of hair, and Mom decided to clean it. So she was taking all the hair off, throwing it out, and gosh, she did a fantastic job. Well, I'm in my room, and all of a sudden I hear bang and Mom cry out. And I'm going, what could that be? I thought maybe she dropped something. I came running, and I just was in here. I came running in. Mom had the blanket out. I don't know what she was doing with it. She turned around to sit down on her chair, and she just missed it. And let me show you. Okay, so this table was in the corner. This is Mom's chair. We have this little cat bed thing here, and this is her heater that she keeps on. She fell right here, not on the chair, but right in between. I don't know what she was thinking. She had the blanket across because it was under her. So I don't know if she had spread it out to do something, didn't think, turned around, fell right here. Hit her head. That like I say, the table wasn't there. This went flying. This heater went flying down, and Mom fell on the floor. And she had hit her head back here. So when she fell, her bum was like almost, I guess she must have tripped backwards a little bit. So her head hit here. That wasn't there. I put that there so she wouldn't put the table there so that she, anyway. Okay. So I helped her up. She was when mom gets upset, not when she gets hurt, when she gets scared, she hyperventilates and she shakes. She's 89 years old. I mean, my mother was never like that when she was younger, but I found that since she's about 85, anytime something like if she stubs her toe or hurts herself, she tends to get into a panic mode, and that's fine. So I checked her out. I touched her back. I checked everything. Her head hurt, she said. She sat, I got her to sit on the chair, got her to try and breathe, but she couldn't. She was hyperventilating. She was all upset, you know, and scared the shit out of me. I mean, really scared me. And I got her to move her arms. I said, does anything hurt? No, just my head and everything else. And I said, okay, just relax. So I stayed with her for a while. I checked her all over. I went into my room to turn something off that I had on in there. And when I came back, I said, Mom, how are you feeling? And she said, I'm dizzy and my head hurts. And I thought, oh God, that's it. Dizziness, that's it. I don't want to take chances. Called the paramedics. Honest to God, they were here in 15 minutes. I didn't even have time, barely enough time to get dressed. They checked Mom over. They took her in. Even though emergency was a little bit busy, they took her into the observation area. Emergency has sort of urgent care. They have all these sections. And the paramedics took her into observation because they thought, she'll probably need a CAT scan. They just want to observe her. They just want to see if she's okay. So she wasn't in urgent care. She was in a different section where it's serious enough to be watched, but not too serious that it's like she wasn't bleeding. Okay, so I got there about 3:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Got there about 3:30. We were in Emerge. My God, they were good. I couldn't believe it. They took her down. They took all kinds of questions from me by the time I got there because I had to drop her off. I had to drop the car off, go to Emerge, find out where she was, go and see her, and anyway, so turns out everything was fine. There was a slight difference in the CAT scan from the previous one she had, which was about a year ago, I think. I can't remember. But she said it was nothing serious because she has dementia, that it's normal, to see that progression after a year, every 2 years, every whatever. They checked her out. They checked her all over. She was fine. She was breathing normal. She was resting. She was ready to go home. She was fine. She was okay. They took all kinds of tests, heart tests, CAT scan. They did everything. It was marvelous. The doctor came in to see her. We went through all kinds of things. We waited for the results. It was so fast. It was unbelievable. We were home by 6:30. That's how fast it was. She gave me the paperwork and everything, and she said, if there's any change, any slight, anything, bring her back. Don't even worry about it. Just bring her right back. A day or two doesn't matter. If there's any change, bring her right back. So I was so appreciative of everything. But I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck. It was like my mom was becoming so frail in front of my eyes. And, you can look at all kinds of things on the internet, all kinds of stuff, resources, people that will help you and everything else. But they usually talk about how to help elderly people who are either in a retirement home, living on their own, where you go and visit them. But they don't talk a lot about that elderly person who's living in your home with you and how to deal with the guilt, the stress, everything else, the worry. Since then, Mom is fine. She's been cleaning the house and dusting and, doing everything that makes her feel busy. But the scare, 2 days in the same, what if people start thinking I'm abusing I had all of these ideas in my head, all these stressors, like, what if they think I'm beating her because she had a bit of a black eye, and I brought her to see my daughter, and, she checked Mom over and she said she was fine, and, but still, and I talked to my daughter about it. I said, I'm feeling like I'm not doing my job. You know, I know you can't prevent accidents, but so I've been sort of on feeling sorry for myself mode for the last week. And I wasn't going to do any videos this week. I prepared some things for, like I was showing you here, for Winterfest, I call it, for the month of January. I thought every Wednesday I would do, you know, some kind of decor, some kind of something that's going to spruce up where Christmas things were, and just bring a wintry scene in, you know, something like a farmhouse type thing, and, you know, what other people are doing. And I thought on Fridays I'm going to do Valentine's, and I prepared, and I went to my favorite store and I picked up some cute things, and I picked up some great paper, and I'm just not motivated. It's like the heart went out of, why am I doing this? Even though I love it, why am I doing it? I lost, you know, I've got that, what is it called? The cricket expressions there too, or something. I haven't even used it. I have no motivation to do it. So I'm going to lend it to my daughter-in-law and my son. They want to experiment when they want to try all kinds of things. So I'm going to lend it to them and let them use it, because it's just sitting there. It's been sitting there for a month, and I only did the first exercise, and that was it. I mean, I lost my motivation. I had so many plans, so many things I wanted to do. I did start packing up things in my room, and I've got a big pile of containers out there of Christmas stuff to bring down into our storage bin, and bring up my, I've got a bin full of Valentine's stuff, but I just lost my, I think I just need a little more time to, you know, to stop feeling sorry for myself, basically. Stop feeling sorry. Accidents happen. And she's my mom, you know? And every night I've been saying, giving her a hug. I go in and check to make sure her hearing aid is out of her ear, because sometimes she forgets to take it out, you know, and I take the battery out so it won't burn out. But I make sure it's there, because a couple of times she's put it in where she keeps her false teeth. She's put it in the water. So I'm always checking to make sure she puts it right beside her bed. And I give her the biggest hug, and I just tell her how much I love her every night. And you can see the big smile on her face, you know, and she's saying, I love you too. And I just, you know, I'm feeling sorry for myself. And I've got to snap out of it. And I was hoping that, you know, doing videos would help, doing crafts would help. And not right now. So I bit the bullet and decided that I would do my Tea With Me Tuesday video. And so I'm not sure when I'm going to post my first video for crafts. I'm not sure. I need a little time. I need a little time to smarten up, to pray a lot, and to stop feeling sorry for myself. But it's hard. It's hard not to feel guilty. It's hard to express to other people what it's like when you're looking after an elderly parent. Yes, kitty, kitty. You know, and when they're frail, and you know, my cat's meowing here. You've already got treats. Here, and here's a couple of treats. There. Anyway, I don't know. I'm losing my motivation. and some people get the winter blues. So how do we get it back? How do we get it back? How do we get it back? Well, one, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Well, that's me. I'm talking to myself here. I got to stop feeling sorry for myself, and I got to stop saying, even my son, he's noticed a big difference in me in the last year, that I'm taking on more and more stress and not releasing it. So, my big plan. Okay, there's a girl, and if I remember, I'll link it below. There's a girl on YouTube. I love her voice, who is doing a 30-day yoga thing. Now, I'm not into yoga. I never was, but it's a slow progression. Each day you do a little bit more, a little bit more. So I've only watched the first 4 days, and I thought, maybe that's what I need. I need to do stuff for myself. I need to exercise. I've put on weight. I'm, I have so many things to do. So my first project for myself, for my own personal health, was to get glasses, and I'm hoping the other ones are going to be in, because I can't. I can read. They're fantastic. Oh my God, I can read. It's clear. I don't squint. I don't strain. I can see very, very clearly. Love it, love it, love it. I can't walk with them. I cannot go from here to the TV. I get dizzy and nauseous. So I cannot walk with these. And I don't want to keep, doing this, putting it at the tip of my nose and looking up. And of course, you're all a blur. I can't see. But once I get my other glasses, hopefully, I may not be able to read with them. I'll have to keep switching back and forth. But at least they're not bifocal, because that would definitely be that would definitely be horrible. So I thought that instead of just watching these videos, now how many of you do that? How many of you say, I'm going to get into eating well, I'm going to exercise? You start watching an exercise show, and that's all you're doing is watching it instead of participating. Well, this girl's got to. And I'll let you know next week. I wasn't ready to start. I'm going to start when I feel motivated enough, which is I'm getting there. I'm talking myself into it. And that's basically what you have to do. You have to think about it, talk about it, be grateful for what you have, motivate yourself. I can do this. I can do this. I'm hoping you're yelling back at me. You can do this. You can do this. I'm hoping so. Anyway, guys, that's what I've been up to. I'm going to finish off my tea and put things away and try and go to bed before midnight. Oh, too late. It's midnight. And I do this the night before. Cold tea. Awful. So I need to start taking care of myself. I need to. Got to get the teeth done. It's just, it's very expensive. I do have some coverage but it's just to go in, because I am absolutely terrified. I'm just like Lisa from Lisa's Halls. She goes through the same anxiety I do. Growing up, in the years that I grew up, dentistry was very archaic. It was very, very medieval. And there wasn't the sensitivity there is today. And I'm hoping that I'm going to have a sensitive dentist. My daughter has suggested me going to their dentist, which is family dentist. She likes her a lot. She's really good with the kids. So I'm hoping if she's really good with the kids, she'll be really good with me. So I've got to do that. We also have an appointment. It's been snowing out, and I'm hoping the roads are going to be clear, because I've got an appointment that we had canceled in November for Mom, and it's a geriatric assessment at the hospital, at one of our hospitals. that specializes in geriatrics, in old people, in elderly people. And we have that appointment we have to go to. So let's hope the roads are okay. Let's hope we can get that done. It's going to be 2 hours. Mama's going to be exhausted, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if it's, we've already had assessments done, so I don't know. But anyway, we shall see. We shall see what they want to do. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Happy New Year. Let's hope this year turns out better than it started. And it's supposed to be a good year. Why it's, starting off horrible. Let's hope the rest of the month smooths out, and we'll have more fun next week, I'm hoping. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.